Really grateful to be here, and I can tell that we have a very fruitful day yesterday. We got a lot of meetings and discussed a lot of energy issues, and on different levels with government, with Chancellor, with Robert Habeck. We will continue today our negotiations government to government, but very important that during these days we see a big communication between business to business. And that is what really wants to achieve, that due to our bilateral relation, due to our efforts on the governmental level, the business would start a new project. We found a new grounds for cooperation. We understand that in Ukrainian war, it's a lot of different goals which we have. So we face, already go through the previous winter, so now we are on the eve of the next winter under shelling. We are sure that they would continue this terror against Ukrainian energy system. But very important that in these goals, like short-term, mid-term, long-term, we have the partners with us, not only on the governmental level, but also the partners from business. And that's really helped us to withstand the previous winter, even with the situation of everyday shellings. And I just want to remind you that the massive attacks to the energy infrastructure started from the 10th of October. The first day was night from Sunday to Monday. It was something around 100 missiles at once. And the last final attack was on March 9th of March. And it was another massive attacks, like the final massive attacks. And each day from the 10th of October until the 9th of March, we were under everyday shellings to the energy infrastructure. Every day. They didn't give us a day to rest. And we got incredible experience how to maintain the system during the attacks. I often asked by my colleagues, ministers of energy from different countries, German, you have the experience. And I always said that I would be happy to share this experience after our victory, but I hope you would never need Ukrainian experience. And talking about this, I think that it's very important to understand that the one thing which Russia achieved, they achieved the goal to weaponize the energy. And that was done many years. Historically, it was done by Soviet Union, so they just took this practice, and I might say that even modernized this practice. That is very dangerous things, and that's the things of national security. It's not about even the money, how cheap you could buy the gas, or how much gas you need from one country, or how you dependent on supplying of energy resources from one source. But it's about the national security. And it's very important that we really, I really encouraged by the Germany, how they manage to decrease almost to zero the dependence on Russian resources. And that is a great example, which I often also share to my colleagues, other colleagues, which are not so, let's say, willing to do, or trying to find some explanation why. For instance, when we are talking about the nuclear sector and sanctions against nuclear, I'm quite often heard the position like, but we have the project, so we're still in relation, and that is all about money, so we would lose a great amount of money in case we stop cooperation. But if you take only the money, it means that your energy security suffer. national security suffer. And that's what I always said, look at Germany. I mean, they also lost money because of the decrease of consumption of Russian resources. And in 2021, Germany consumed a lot of Russian gas and oil. But look what is now. And that is almost nothing this period of time for such huge transformation of the country. And I think, take this example. So they really lost money, but they understand that that's because of the national security. Don't take these excuses. Don't find these excuses that that's all about commerce or that's not about the influence. So they would use, and they always use the resources as an influence to the country, and they're looking for some political benefits. That's not about the money. They are ready to lose money. They are ready to lose money just to get the influence. And that is also very important to understand. And I'm very, very, unfortunately, you know, it's, of course, the war in Ukraine indicated the situation from the other angles. And everyone now understand that what has happened, and understand how it works, and it's very important. But even during the war, it's very important that we absolutely understanding what we have to do in the next winter, and probably next winter, nobody knows how much winter we need to withstand under the attacks. But very important that we are now speaking about the future. And we are speaking about the future, and we are showing to Ukraine, to our partners, to the world, how we want to change our energy system in the future, how we see the mix in the future. We had a lot of debates when we adopted in April energy strategy until 2015. And I have some tough talks sometimes when I was asked, Minister, why you adopted this energy strategy? It looks ridiculous. I mean, we are at war, and you take some horizon like 2015. I mean, how you could predict what would be? And I think that we insist that we need this strategy, and we did it. We adopted this strategy, and it's very important. It's like a vision of the future. So we need to show that we have to construct new energy system, which would be resilient, independent, and which would be strong. Unfortunately, one more issue which we need we add to our strategy, that is the military threats. That is something which no country face. Even we also consult some countries which were close to some situation with the war. But that is something which we need to create. And I'm really very grateful to our partners, especially we are in constant contact with Robert, and so we discuss all the issues, even leopards sometimes. But it's very important. It's very important that really that is more than just cooperation. That is more than, I think that is a great friendship, and that is a great opportunity for our business, for cooperation in the future, because we really want to involve the best practices. We want to involve the innovations. We really understand some weak parts of our energy system during the shellings. That is also, something new for us. And when we understand that the issue of localization or local generation, that is very important from the point of view of military threats. That is something new for us, and we understand that renewables is the fast solution for that. We understand that that would allow us to decentralize the generation. And in case of shelling, in case of splitting the system, this local generation would allow it to at least to provide electricity for the needs of critical infrastructure, of consumers, for industry, for everyone. And that is very important. And in this goals of transformation, goals of future of Ukraine energy system, we, of course, welcome our partners to participate deeply. We welcome companies to participate in recovery of Ukraine, which is I'm absolutely sure that would be the biggest project after World War II in the world. And I'm really grateful to Germany for everything we got, for even possibility just to take the phone, to make a call. And I know that I will always get the answer. Thank you very much.